All right, you guys. So, listen, this Trigonometry 3.3, we're doing part B. Now, to go along with this, so we are going to do approximating circular functions. Now, whenever you're entering in your calculator sine, cosine, tangent, any of those, you have to make sure that's in the right mode. So if you hit the button cosine, it has to be in the right mode. If it's going to be degree or if it's going to be in radian. Okay? This is the point that we're changing it. So everyone right now is going to be changing this. So, calculator. So, let's take a look. We are going to make sure our calculator is in. Here's my scratch pad. So I brought up my scratch pad. My scratch pad right here says that this is in degrees, right? So, did you hit the scratch pad button? Is there one there?
Yes.
Okay. So, everyone is there.
Bless you.
That's the scratch pad button right there.
Wait, mister, how do you change the degree?
That's what I'm going to go over. I'm just showing you guys right now. Look, scratch pad button is right there. This right here says it's in degrees, right?
No.
Does yours say radian? Okay, you're okay though. But I'm going to show, because this is part of my video, that how to change from degree to radian right now.
Oh, so we're changing the
Okay, so now we're changing to radian. So, I'm going to hit document, settings, document settings, and it brings up this menu right here. So my angle is going to be now radian. Click radian and select make default. There we go. It now says rad up here. Anyone not get that?
Got it.
Anyone not get that?
Oh my gosh, it's not working.
You did not get that?
No, keep it
I
again.
really love it, but I cannot keep it. Just press 52. Is she not a keeper?
Wait, why did you just reset it?
Are you okay back there?
Yeah.
You got him? Okay. All right, so I'm going to go to the lesson now. And it says, find a calculator approximation for each circular function value. So that means that we're just plugging this into my calculator. So it says cosine of 1.85. Calculator, I'm in my regular scratch pad. Here's the trig button.
It's negative 2, I mean negative 0.
Bless you.
So we're supposed to be on red.
1.85.
85. Yeah.
Enter. Negative 0.2756. Remember, whenever I'm doing this, I want 4 decimals here.
Wait, whenever you're doing what?
When I'm approximating for one of these, do 4 decimals. Okay? And it's going to make sure you're always going to be correct. The more decimals you use, the more exact your answer is going to be.
What page are we on?
Okay. All right, so we get negative 2756. There you go. All right, let's do it again. Next one, cosine 0.5149. It's not liking me right now. There we go. Cosine, what was it? 0.5149?
5149.
Excellent. Okay, enter, and I get point, let me see, since I rounded 4 decimals, 8703. Because this 4 right here doesn't make it go up, right?
No.
Okay, 0.8703. Is that easy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll teach you. Hold on.
I really love it, but she had a key.
This one. He needs 3.32.
3.3 also?
It relieves stress.
I need 3.32. Is that what we did on Friday?
Stop
You're creeping me out.
It
relieves stress. Oh, we need to bring.
Okay,
Wait, mister, are we doing 3.3 or 3.2?
this is 3.3. Okay, you guys, look up here, please.
I'm trying to one.
Look up here. So, is everyone okay with what we have here?
Yes.
Good. All right. Do the exact same thing with this one now.
I really like it, but I cannot figure.
Cotangent 1.3209.
I really like it, but she had a key.
Hello.
0.255.
I can't get to that.
Okay, maybe you shouldn't have been at the vending machine when you should have been here. All right.
I gotta eat.
13209.
I got 0.5552.
0.255.
Yep. 4, so it's 0.2552.
I really love it, but I cannot figure. I really love it, but she had a key.
Okay. Is this easy?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's difficult, man.
Secant. Negative 2.9234.
You get negative
Negative
1.0.
0.243.
Say it again.
Negative 1. Yeah, Angel, go ahead.
Negative 1.0213.
Pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Just plug and chug. Okay. Make sure it's in the right mode. Okay, approximate the interval of value of s in the interval. So now, what we're going to be doing here is actually solving for the variable s. S is my variable for the angle. All right? S is the variable for the angle. So now there is a step that we have to do to isolate the variable here first. So whenever we have cosine of s equals 0.9685, now, to get the variable by itself, I need to do the inverse. So I'm going to switch the variable with what it's equal to out here. I switch those things. So it's going to mean s equals inverse cosine of 0.9685. So when I'm looking for the angle, like this, now, what is this right here? It says it's in the interval of 0 to pi over 2. What does that mean? It's where? It's in quadrant, yeah, it's quadrant 1. That's what it's telling me. It's telling me it's in quadrant 1. So all this is going to be in quadrant 1, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and do this right here and see what we get.
That's 0.2516.
0.2.
17. 0.25.
167.
0.2572.
2572 like that?
17.
17?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
0.2572.
There we go. That's what my angle is.
No, I did.
That's it. You didn't get that?
No.
Did you?
Oh no, I was just reading it.
Hey, man,
It's-
you're fucking right about it. I really like it.
Let me finish the note, please.
I'm lost anyways. I'm really lost. I'm finishing my
Okay.
school.
Hurry. All right. Other questions before I move on?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Never mind.
Are you okay? Is this okay? Now, for those people that weren't watching, inverse. Remember, it's right here. It's inverse.
Under negative 1 time.
Yeah, so that's going to be inverse cosine, right?
Do you have some?
Of, what was the number? Point what?
Point, numbers, 0.9685. 685.
Like that? There we go. Okay, now listen up here. This next one is different. And it says find the value in this interval. Everyone please take out your unit circle right now, the green unit circle.
273.
Okay, you have your unit circle out in front of you right now. Now we have to use two magic fingers here. One from each hand. Alright, so with the first magic finger, put it on pi. Let me see it on pi. Put it on pi. Put it on pi. That's not pi, that's pi. So pi is right here, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, yes, okay. Let me see it where?
It's right here.
There. Yes, that is pi, so put it right there. Right there. Yes, yes, yes. This is going to be this one right here, okay? So this is just like what it is. So it's right there. Pi is right there. There. Right there, okay? That's pi. That's pi, right? Pi. Right here.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, where's your pi? Why'd you take your finger off? Good, good. Pi. Yes, all right. Good. All right, with the other magic finger, put it on 3 pi over 2. Your other magic finger. So you got both fingers on your paper right now.
Right, over what? Oh, over 2.
3 pi over 2. 3 pi over 2, right? 2 fingers on there. 2 fingers.
Oh.
2 fingers. 2 fingers. One from both hands. Where's pi now? Okay, there we go. So keep them there. So yes to this. Yes to this. Yes. Where's the other one? Where's the other finger? There it is.
Where are you putting it right now?
Where's pi? Pi and 3 pi over 2. Now 2 fingers. Where's the other one?
That's pi and 3 over 2 right here.
There we go. Good. Now, I had you guys put it from there to there. What quadrant are you covering?
That's 3.
Very good. That's quadrant 3, right? That is going to be quadrant 3. That is quadrant 3. So now, we're going to do this one right here. So tangent. Tangent is special. Tangent is going to be y over x, right?
Mister, no disrespect, but that's what it is.
What?
That's what it is. Like, y'all could have done better. Come on, Central High School chess. With a little mop head, really?
Like Monday.
Now, tangent is y over x. Now, to get 1, to get the value of 1, isn't y divided by x? To get 1, what do you have to have on top and bottom? Not 1. What if, can I have 5 over 5?
Yeah.
Will that give me 1?
Yeah.
Okay, would I, if I
So
get
you have
x
to have
over
the
x?
same number. The same number.
You have to have the same number.
Very good. Now, put your fingers on quadrant 3. Find me where it has the same numbers.
Wait, what's the number?
The y and the x have to be the same numbers.
Pi.
Okay, Mister, 225.
Pi.
45 degrees. 45 degrees.
Are we measuring in degrees?
No.
Pi.
Are we measuring in degrees?
No.
Wait, it is. 2 over 2 over 2. I mean 2 over 2, 2 over 3.
Oh, and it
Tell
would
me
be right there.
Okay, you guys. Side conversation. You're killing it. You guys are even confusing me.
Dude,
Wait,
we're
listen.
talking about this.
Now, you want the x and the y value to be the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
You found it right there, right? And since we're working in radian, we have to use the radian measure, not the degrees. So, this one, I have negative rad 2 over 2 divided by negative rad 2 over 2. And this one is at 5 pi over 4. Okay, this is how to do it without the calculator. You can do it with the calculator, but you're going to have a whole bunch of decimals on this, trying to figure out which one goes where. Okay, if you use your unit circle, you could just pick it off the unit circle. Did I confuse you more?
Go.
Ask. Where did I confuse you?
It says for the guide.
I had to find the geometry ones, right? Then never mind, I got it, don't worry.
Wait, Missy, I got a question.
Yes.
How does that -2/2 divided by -2 radian 2 over 2 equal 5/4?
Okay, so now, what we're doing is, you're looking for a location on the unit circle. Okay? So,
Oh,
here,
never mind, I get it, I see it, okay, I see it.
yeah, okay? So it's a different way of measuring it.
If we find it in the middle or something?
Yes, you were just trying to find, because tangent is always going to have the same thing. Okay, tangent, when you have 1 or -1, so now that would also give you a positive 1 right here. This would be a positive rad 2 over 2, comma, rad 2 over 2. So tangent would be a positive 1 here also. But since we put it in quadrant 3, down here, that's going to make it, that's where we actually are down here on this one. A lot of your stuff, you guys work on it in this one. So pi over 2 and 0.
I understand that when we do a problem.
Oh.
That's 0 to pi over 2. And we are working on it here to here, from pi to 3 pi over 2. The unit circle is going to help you out. Okay? I know this one looked confusing. It's really not that bad. Okay? Let's do another one then. Do I want to do this one?
No,
No.
Yes.
that's too much reading.
No, this one's easy.
don't wanna
Okay,
do
watch
that.
this. Okay, so angle of elevation theta, the sun in the sky. I think you guys actually have this problem in the homework too. That's why. Is located right here. So you're trying to find theta. Corresponds to sunrise. Corresponds sunrise, and pi over 2 corresponds directly overhead. So I'm going to modify this formula for you just to give you the answer. Because all you have to do is plug in numbers now. So you would say theta, of course, inverse cosine, inverse sine. I don't know why I said cosine. So cosine of whatever the D is times cosine of whatever the L is times cosine whatever the W is plus sine of the D times sine of the L. Okay, so now I'm just changing up the formula to make it easier. And you're going to plug this in the calculator. That's all you got to do.
Why do you write that down?
It'll be helpful.
Wait, I can't see what that says.
Okay, I'll go do it again. Yeah. Okay, now
No,
listen.
it's right here.
Listen. Now, on this problem, we're going to go back through and enter in all these values. That's what we're doing. So I told you we would do to get the theta by itself, I have to do the inverse. So theta equals inverse sine of all of that. So I'm going to plug it in as I go here. Thank you. So theta, inverse sine, cosine of D. What is the D? Of negative 0.1425 cosine L of L. My L here is 38.5. Now, I have a slight issue with that 38.5. What is my issue with that 38.5?
It's in degrees.
It's in degrees.
And it has to be in
Radian.
Radian.
And you're going to fix that. So I'm going to multiply that by
No, pi over
38.5.
there we go. So I'm going to just put it in the calculator and just make the calculator do it all together. Yes? Yeah, please. Cosine of W. My W here, 0.7854 plus sine of D. D is right there. It is negative 0.1425 times sine of L, and that's going to be the 38.5 over 1 times pi 180. I know this one looks hard. You only have I think you have 2 of these problems in the homework. All you have to do is just plug in the numbers. I'm giving you the formula, I'm giving you the setup. You're just changing this to be theta equals. That's the only thing you do. Because I'm showing you right here, that's it. Just plug in numbers. No, I'm doing it on the calculator right now. All right, so we get inverse sine.
I can't read those last ones. I can't read them.
I'll go over it right now. Let me move this over here so I could actually read it. It's fine, hold on. I'm getting there. Inverse sine of, I have cosine of D, right? Cosine of negative 0.1425.
You don't have to do inverse of that.
No, you're only doing the inverse to get the one angle by itself because you only have one theta in this problem. Close times cosine of the L, so it's 8.5 times pi over 180.
That's crazy. What if we miss one thing, you get the whole thing wrong?
I know, right?
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Cosine of 0.7854. 7854. Close. So now it's plus sine.
Wait, we're still going?
Yes, I am. You know, it's in the notes too. So negative 0.1425. Close. Sine of $38.5 pi over 180.
Am I gonna have to write all this on my homework?
Yes. Like I said, there's only 2 of these problems, so I'm just showing you how to plug in the calculator. You write it out first.
Wait, please tell me that was it. Because I just said, okay, good. I did something wrong.
There you go.
Oh, it's
0.477.
Oh my god, it divided everything. Wow, I'm not even
0.4773.
Pretty easy.
So 0.4773, that's my answer
Oh
in
my god, I got it wrong. What did I do?
that's my answer in radians. How would I turn this into?
I got 0.6891.
Give me a second, I will fix that. Now I'm gonna go times. Oh wait, crap, right here. So times. So if this is radians,
pi over 180.
It's
It's 180 over pi, right?
I don't even know why I'm putting it in the question.
So it should be 27.3 degrees.
I'm not.
All right. Are you guys okay? Or I'm going to go back over this for you. But is there any questions? On those ones, you just plug in each number.
No, it's pretty easy.
All right. Let me see. Go ahead, like, subscribe.